Howdy, 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 folks. Today is January 7th, Sunday, 2018. How's everybody doing? Let's see who we have watching so far. We've got PJ and Andrea and Heather and Linda is here, Linda McAllister. And Tina is here. And who else? Tracy is here. Hello, how are you? And Muwena, how are you, Moo? Hi, Tina. How's everybody doing today? So I don't know how the planets aligned the way they did, but it seems like Carrie and PJ have the best goodwills on the planet. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Dar. Sanjay and I went to a Goodwill and a thrift store today, and we really didn't find much. Let me go get it. It ain't much, really. I'll let go. Okie doke. Switch to the overhead. Okay, I'm not going to show you the name of this book, but I found a cute little book with a pretty cover on it. So I'm going to take it apart and make a junk journal for somebody, but before I start that, I have to mail out the other junk journal that I made. And I got some full, oh no, this not is, what is it? Is it a full sheet? No, it's an address labels on this one. You looked at 5 houses this weekend. That's fantastic, PJ. Were any of them interesting? Any of them contenders? Hi, Lori. Lori is upset because I'm not doing acrylic pouring tonight. Sorry, Lori. Anyway, so this is a bigger box of address labels. So these are fun to just paint. You know, these are basically things to do with painty papers. You paint the whole thing and then send it to hello, Jane, how are you? And then you know, you can send them to, you know, friends or whatever. So that was that. And I'm gonna have difficulties finding space for this, but this is kind of similar to a wallpaper book, but instead it is lace samples. And some of them are kind of pretty, so I thought they might work to be, you know, painted, or what do you call it? You know, just used in journals. Here's one with little circles all over it. Here's another one with circles all over it. So, you know, I got that. Basically, that's mostly for journals and Happy Mail. So that was that. Let me get these out of the way. And I found another little tiny photo album. It should be a good size for dies for your die cutters. Okay. Oh, is that what those are called? Those are called burnt outs? Well, that's what they are then. So how you all doing? Hello, Donna. And there's Crystal. Those I went, I got that at Goodwill. We have a Goodwill here in Ronkonkoma. And I went there. Not a heck of a lot of goodies there. You know, they had some yarn and stuff. Yeah, rocks. So these are rocks that I have picked up from my stream in Lansing, Ashe County, North Carolina, in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And these cannot be tumbled because they are, let's see if I can zoom in and show you why. Wrong way, dum-dum. Okay, you see all the little shiny bits? That comes right out. Well, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. This I found, and it basically looked like this when I found it. And I said, oh, that kind of looks like a heart. So, I am carving this into a heart shape. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be looking at these. Yeah, there's mica in them. And they would disintegrate. If I were to put these stones in my tumbler, they would disappear. This one, on the other hand, and this one, which also looks like a heart if you look at it, those would survive. But the rest of these are too fragile. That would survive. That one. But the rest of them, like I said, they would fall apart. Okay, now who's texting me? Okay, all right. So if anybody from Ashe County is watching, there was 4 separate brush fires on Deep Ford Road, which is where I live. And my neighbor just reported that they were all put out. So anyway, let me zoom out a touch. Okay. I love rocks too. I'm always picking rocks up. But I thought that they were pretty, and I thought, well, you know, if I encase them in epoxy or something, you know, some of them might be able to be used on rings or something. I haven't started playing with rings yet because I don't have a ring mandrel. So as soon as I get a ring mandrel, I'll start try my hand at making some rings. So, but anyway, so like I said, I love rocks, and you know, here's another one that could easily be turned into a heart. So wrap wire around it and make a necklace. That's exactly what I plan on doing. And I did get some other jewelry making goodies, and if you're interested in looking at them, I will go get them. So someone say yes or no, and if you say yes, I'll go get the stuff I got the other day. It's more like a ditch, Heather. Okay, all right, let me go get them. I'll be right back. Seeing wire. All looks the same. Okay. So this is a piece of, let me zoom in again. Wrong way, dum-dum. This is a piece of labradorite. You can see the color in it. So this is just a specimen grade. It's not nice enough for jewelry. And these are fisheye jasper, is it? Worry stones. They don't have an indent for you, and they're made in China, so that kind of ticked me off. You know, I could have gotten them on AliExpress if I had known that. So, yeah, these are real pretty. They're too heavy, I believe, to be pendants. This has some real interesting patterns in it. And this has some druzy in it. And druzy is small crystalline pieces. Let's see if I can't get this to focus. There you go. This stuff in here is called druzy, and that is really microscopic little pieces of crystals starting to form in the indents. Kind of like cracking open a geode. Well, that's kind of what that is there. And there's more on this side here and the cracks. You can just see them sparkling. But that's real pretty. And then there's this piece. Again, these are more specimens than they are, you know, I really couldn't turn these into jewelry. They're too heavy. Hello there, Kate, right? Katie. So those are the worry stones. You have a druzy ring? Oh, that's cool. Is anything not made in China? I know, exactly, right? So, then I got these. These are all moonstone cabochons in different sizes and shapes. So those all turn into jewelry. Let's see. So, yeah, there's some nice shapes in here. But they are all, you know, in these little tiny plastic bags. Every one except for this little one. But this is Indian moonstone. And it doesn't have the real fire and luster that I'm used to. Linda's made in Holland. There you go. Okay. I got a bunch of wire also, but I'll leave that in the other room. And this was, whoopsie, a bunch of labradorite. Where did I get these stones? These I got from a company called Crystal River Gems. And I'm telling you right now, folks, I won't deal with them again. I'm very disappointed in the quality. And these are nice. I have to give them that. These are nice. Okay. And the rest of them that are all wrapped in plastic that I'm not going to open. Those are okay, but yeah, labradorite has a lot of fire in it. These are supposed to be polished. These are supposed to be polished moonstones from India, and as far as I'm concerned, these are not polished. There are rough spots all over. There are pits in them, and there's really nothing that I can do with them other than to start over from scratch and tumble them myself. So I am very, very disappointed in these. None of them can be used in jewelry, in my opinion. See, they're all very rough. There's pits. There's just very, very disappointing. Well, you can't tumble them some more, Wanda. You have to start from the very beginning. You can't just pick up where they left off. So those I was very disappointed in. But that's what I got. Even this one. This has some very rough edges in it. And in my opinion, it can't be used for jewelry because the only areas that have the flash are this edge and this edge, you know. So unless I was going to cut it down the middle and trying to make two thin little pieces, there's nothing that you can do with them. So yeah, I always buy stones when I find them. And yeah, it's like any tourist shop you go into, and guaranteed none of those stones came from the area. They all come from China or Turkey or India or wherever else they routinely mine. So so that was my purchase. The other stuff that I got was wire, and you know, nobody wants to see wire. It's all the same thing. I try to be, Andrea. I get bored otherwise. Yeah, so Sanjay, he's ordering, he ordered a tumbler and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to have stuff to make jewelry out of soon. But in the meantime, I wanted to do something with, I can't move my chair. Hang on. Chair is stuck. There we go. So in the meantime, I wanted to do something jewelry related. And like, what news did I hear, Linda? What's the news? Patiently waiting. Hi, Allison. Hi, Julie. How are you? Oh, you're going to pour resin and acrylic. That sounds cool. I will have to try and catch that one. Hi, Scotty. Thanks for asking. I went to the doctor and it's healing slowly. He still wants me to try and keep it elevated. Like, yeah, that's kind of hard to do. But, so, yeah. I have to keep it elevated. He wants me to wear a support hose. And, you know, I don't think that's going to happen either. Okay. So, when you are grinding stone, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to want, let me zoom out a wee bit so hopefully you can see what's going on here. If you see this, this is a base to a drill stand for a Dremel. Now, I'm not using a Dremel. I am using my Welcher flex shaft carver. I got this when I was doing, hi Kiki, hi Dar. I got this when I was doing my woodworking. And chances are, you know, you've got at least one Dremel in the house, and you've got, you know, the standard set of bits that came with the Dremel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you right now to basically throw those bits out because they're no good, okay? When you're dealing with stone, you need to use diamond industrial diamond cutters. Okay. These come from Harbor Freight. Here you go, people. Harbor Freight. I absolutely love Harbor Freight. Okay, this whole box was, what was it?
After the standard 20% discount, $17.
This was $17, and it came with 50 pieces. Okay. Hi, Patricia. Plus tax, yes, plus tax. Oh, including tax. So this is what you want. You want the diamond bits. Hello, Art Out with your heart out. How are you? Okay, so you're going to want to use diamond bits, and I can try it. Show it to you. There you go. These are industrial diamonds. They're basically diamond dust. It's all the crap that's left over after, you know, your pretty ring was cut. Wow, Heather does not have a Dremel. I'm shocked. Is it sharp? Well, you know, no, not like this, no. There are some here that will definitely cause problems. This thing is like a bead reamer. And then we have these things over here. Let's see. These I just got. And of course, it's all taped because I don't want this falling out. So these are for drilling holes. And these are all diamond bits. Okay. Oh, wow. You don't have one either. Wow. Okay. So, and the other key thing that you need is water. Okay. Do not ever take a diamond bit. Hi, Paula. Oh my God. None of you have Dremels. I can't believe this. Yeah, there is a bead reamer. You can use these for bead reamers. You can also use this thing as a bead reamer. In fact, that's basically what it is. It says bead reamer right on it. Okay, but I got it as a pokey tool. Wow. Look at all these people that don't have Dremels. Wow. Okay, well, I adore power tools. So yeah, I think I've lost count. There you go, Andrea. Andrea's husband has a Dremel that she can steal. So the one thing that you have to remember when you are dealing with stone is diamond bit. And when using those diamond bits, do it in water, okay? I'm not saying take the Dremel and shove it underneath the water because you're going to electrocute yourself. And that's really going to suck. So what you're doing is you're holding the stone and the bit under the water and making your cuts that way. And you don't apply a lot of pressure. Okay, you allow the bit to do its work and the power from the Dremel to do its work. Again, this is a Wee Cheer, and I'm not sure if I can show it to you. Let's see. Let's look at the other. Let's see if that works. No, that's not working. Hang on. Let's try this one. No, you can't see it. This is the base of it. But the name of the flex shaft tool I'm using is called Wee Cheer. W-E-C-H-E-E-R. And it's basically used. It's really not that loud. Hi, Kelly. So yeah, you might have to cover your ears. I don't know. It's unfortunately what?
Turn it on, they can hear it.
All right, I'll turn it on here. This is controlled by a foot pedal. Okay, so that's what it sounds like. I can't, Sanjay, I can't hear you.
Dremel is louder.
The Dremel is much louder, yes. Like a dentist setup. There you are. And this is top heavy, so I have a problem. That's not safe. And I'm not sure if I can set it up so it's not top heavy anymore. It does have a lot of torque. So don't floor it. Okay, so now we can switch back over to the overhead. All right, so let me zoom in. Okay. And I'm looking at this and I can see that there's a little bump right there that I don't like. So I want to get rid of that. Okay. So I'm holding it under the water. And I'm not flooring it. It doesn't take a lot to get rid of these. This rock is very soft. So that bump is basically gone. Close-up blood shots. There you go. And I'm seeing another bump here that I don't like. And that's gone. Let's see if I can't smooth that out a wee bit. Now, if you're going to try and beat the system and you're going to say, well, I don't want to do this underwater, so I'll just go outside. The thing is, you will destroy these diamond bits basically instantly. If you take these things out and you go outside with this and you try and grind this, the second you see smoke, you're screwed. Okay? Is somebody looking for my chickens? Oh, here. There's my 3 chickens. I actually have 4 here. I have, hang on. I have 1 right there by my thumb. And then these 3 guys here. So yes, I changed the chickens. Hi, Kim Marie. How are you? So right now I only have 1 little guy there. Yes, so the minute you see smoke, you've basically ruined the bit. And also, stone dust is extremely dangerous to breathe. Oh, thanks, Donna. My poor chickens, boy, they are not happy. It's been so cold. They haven't come out of the coop and I can't remember when. Oh, you're working on your painty papers. That's good. All right, so I'm going to continue to work on this, and I'm going to try and make sure I stay in the frame. The shaft is not all that flexible, so I'm having difficulties, and I'm trying to make sure I keep it in frame for you. Hello, Mimi. How are you? One has pants. Oh yeah, that's my, I guess, I don't know what he is. He's in shorts. Okay, and I got a bump there I don't like. I want to try and get rid of it. Oh, good, Janet, I'm glad. Okay. We're getting there. Is there a way to be involved? Art out. Your name is Katie? Kate? Art out with your heart out? There really is no other way other than to be on Facebook. Is this a Dremel? No, this is called a Wheatshear flex shaft tool. And it was created basically for the woodworking industry, for carving on wood. And it comes with these really big, gnarly carbide bits in it. But this I am using this handy dandy set of 50 bits from Harbor Freight. Oh, thanks, Janet. So that's what I am using. So yeah, the only way really to do the swaps is Facebook, because YouTube doesn't allow for doesn't provide the ability to have chats and sharing photos and files and all of that. I understand you're protesting Facebook. I protest Facebook all the time, but everybody I want to communicate with is on Facebook. So there you go. I kind of had to suck it up and just deal with it. So, and it does provide a really nice platform, for everybody to communicate together. Because these chats are not maintained. So if you and someone else in the chat room make a discussion on something, that information is gone once the show is over. So in Facebook, it would be retained for you. Okay. Alrighty. So I don't like symmetrical hearts. I like the ones that are a little bit asymmetrical. So that's the shape I'm going for. You're right. Facebook has the group chats. Yeah. Okay. All right. Get back to work here. The Cranky Crafter. Well, hello there, Sarah. We're Cranky Crafters, too. My daughter-in-law, Epiphany Craft Studio, and I do Cranky Crafters every Friday night. Joanne. Petal is being a moron? I don't believe that. Hi, Roxy. Thanks for coming. Moena, how could Moena possibly be a moron? She's a hamster. She has a brain the size of a pea. And we won't mention the size of her butt. Because she is muy grande. Right? The more cranks, the better, right? I agree. All right, let's see here. This water is getting kind of dirty, so I may sneak out to change it. She shoved all of her treats out of her bed and kept all of her poop and then squeaked as if it's your fault. That's funny. Oh, poor Petal. Okay. Hello, Diana. How are you? Doing good today. Thanks for asking, Diana. All right. Yes, sirree, Bob. A few more days. I have. Let's see. Uh-oh, Moena sent message. Oh, gosh, people. Now it means we have to go look at it. All right, let me dry my hands. Yes, I'm grinding a stone. I'm making a heart-shaped stone, so there you go. These are all stones that I've taken from my creek on my mountain. All right, switching over here. We have to go check out what... Oh, there she is. Now, this is from... That's from Friday, but it's so cute I have to show it again. Yes, Petal. She's so cute, I can't stand it. This is Moena's hamster. Her name is Petal. And there. She hears food. She wants to know what's going on. I can't stand her. She's just so cute. Oh, we got 50 folks watching now. I guess I should get back to something that's actually interesting. Okay. So for those of you that came in late, I am using some stones that I've found in my creek on my mountain, and I am carving them. Okay. I'm using a flex shaft wood carver called Wecheer, Wecheer, and it's a flex shaft tool. Here's the name on it. It's gonna, let's see if I can't force it to be. Okay, there you go. So that's the name of the tool, and I am using diamond bits. When you're grinding stones, you only want to use diamond bits. And this is the kit that I got. It has 50 pieces. Okay, and it cost, with the 20% off coupon, it was $17. And the biggest thing is water. You only use diamond bits and stone in water. Yeah. Diana can't show her son the hamster. Oh, that sounds cool, Aureen. Aureen's friend collects heart-shaped stones and paints them with Sharpies and acrylic paints. I also picked up some larger stones to do some dot mandalas on. So when I get a chance, I will get to work on those. And right now, I'm just trying to get a profile that I'm happy with. I'm kind of going for a balloon grind, you know, so it looks like a poofy heart. And there are some spots in it that need to be further ground, so I'm just going to continue working on it. Yeah, you can pour on them also, yes. Oh, thanks, Roxy. All right, so again, under the water. And I'm trying not to spray the water. The water is going everywhere. Hold it at a different angle, maybe. Okay, that's smooth. You can buy a Dremel that has a flex shaft. This is a little bit heavier duty, but you can certainly use a Dremel. I know a lot of people use a Dremel. You can also buy Dremels from Harbor Freight. Obviously, they're not called Dremels. They're a rotary tool. They had a nice one there that had the flex shaft, but it was cordless, and you really can't use cordless. It doesn't have the power and the torque. So, and yeah, and you'd be charging the battery up all the time. So, just trying to smooth this section out here. Oh, Serena, you don't have a wrench. Sorry. If you think you really need one, hang on. I don't dole out. There you go. You should have one now. I don't dole out moderators all that often because my son and daughter-in-law are pretty quick at it. Okay. And this is just, it's a very slow and a very cathartic process. You know, you're not trying to, you know, go gangbusters.
Zen.
What?
Zen.
Yes, it's very zen. And you can see I'm not applying any pressure. I'm just letting the bit do the work. Okay. Come over here, Donna, and say, ah. I'll do your teeth, too. All right, let's see how I can get to this corner now. Oh, bye, Linda. Okay, this is starting to look the way I want. Oh, what, when somebody retracts their comment? Sorry, Heather. Oh, thank you, Donna. Okay. Let's see. And the water is getting cloudy, and I don't know if I can, if I pick up the washcloth, maybe I can try and filter some of that. No, it's just popping right over. Okay, Julie. Well, thanks for coming. I do appreciate it. So what I'm looking for is I'm just looking for smooth, you know, smooth edges. I don't want there to be any jagged bits. I don't want it to be, you know. These are stones that I've gotten from my creek on my farm. I picked up random stones. Here's some more of them. And these cannot be put in a tumbler and polished because they are made with very soft material. Phoenix Mountain, where my farm is a very unique structure. it and Mount Jefferson are the only mountains in Ashe County that stand by themselves. And I have some sprays that are on here from when we did our sprays. And I'm getting color everywhere. I guess I should have cleaned this off. So anyway, so yeah, these can't be put in a tumbler and polished. So what I was doing was, I saw this one and I said, oh, that kind of looks like a heart. So I have some others here that also can easily be turned into hearts. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm using a diamond bit, which is the only one you should be using when you're doing stone. And I am doing the carving underneath water. If you use diamond bits, if I just sat up here and I grabbed a dry rock and I went to town, it would instantly start smoking. And as soon as you see the smoke, you've ruined your diamond bit. That, and you do not want to inhale any kind of rock powder, any kind of rock dust. How do you know what can go in a tumbler? You have to understand the composition, the mineral composition of the rocks. This, see how sparkly that is? That is mica flakes, okay? And mica flakes are extremely soft. We did put a couple of these in our tumbler just to see what would happen. And they came out a lot smaller than when they went in. And they would basically grind away to dust. So, and if they're really thin, I can actually break them. I think I got rid of all of those. Let me back out a wee bit. I think I got rid of all the ones that would break, but let's see. No, that one won't break. That's too thick. Did I see what Donna said? Let me take a look. Yes, I did see that. Thank you very much. If they were all really paper thin, you can break them. I'm having trouble finding one that's small enough to do that right now. So these are not contenders for your rock tumbler. These, on the other hand, this one actually looks like a heart. Let's see if I can show it to you. See, that kind of already looks like a pillow heart. And these are quartz based. So these types of things, and this actually has garnet in it. That's from my stream. We have a lot of garnets in our creek. These can go in the tumbler and they will polish. I really enjoy, well, I looked at the stone and I said, oh, that kind of looks like a heart. So it's not that I'm in love with hearts, but I like making them. This one is already very smooth. That came out of our tumbler, as did that. But, you know, you can see these things would just grind away into nothing. So for these, I would use these to paint and carve. So that's where we are. And this one, this has a hump here that I'd like to try and smooth out. But yeah, don't try this at home, guys, if you're not going to do it underwater. Because you don't want rock dust in your lungs. You won't last long. Okay. Come on. There it is. Oh, good night, Lori. No, what I'm using is called a Weecher, and it is a wood carving tool. It's a flex shaft tool, but you can use a Dremel. I would recommend one with a flex shaft, but if all you have is a handheld Dremel, that'll work. And I'm using diamond bits. And I'm working very slowly, and I'm not applying any pressure. I'm letting the tool do the work. Okay. This one did come with a big bunch of carbide bits, and it came with a bunch of other bits too. It came with some ruby or garnet. It also came with some aluminum oxide coated tools. It came with a whole bunch of them. Hi Rose, how are you? Possible to get in the right angle. Okay. I have a special one my brother got as a gift. Once I find it, if I can find, in the Tool Museum, aka the garage. Okay, well, you do that. Oh, I'm glad you're doing better, Rose. Okay. This is a very, it's not something that happens real quick unless you want to be aggressive with your tool, and then you're gonna, you're gonna wear your bits out fast. So I prefer to take my time because my problem is I'll get overzealous and I'll ruin it. So I go slow. How are you? All right, now I want to fix that a wee bit. Yeah, don't wear your bits out too fast there, Moo. And it really doesn't take a lot. These things work pretty good. Do a little more on this side. Yup, they do use water when they cut. When they cut tile or concrete. Yes, they do use water. I have a tile saw that has a water port in it. Okay. Yeah, you use the water to keep you keep the dust down because you don't want to breathe stone dust, and it prolongs the life of your blade, of your cutting tool. All right, so yeah, this still it's still kind of rough, but I like it. I'm saying that this is the front. I think I could probably smooth it out a wee bit more. Okay, Kiki, go check it out. Yeah, there's a bump there I'm not all that thrilled with. Okay. Yeah, wet saws can be pricey. Yeah. We got one at, guess where? Harbor Freight. We did not get the most expensive one. What the heck is that and why is it there? Okay, it's paint. That wasn't in my stone before. Yeah, we got ours at Harbor Freight. I think we paid like 200 and change for it. And it's not the best one. We got the low end. All right, good night, Moena. Thanks for being here. There's one little bump there I don't like. That's the problem. You can find, oh, there's a little bump. Oh, there's a little bump. Oh, there's a little bump. So... Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I have a buffer wheel. Why? Am I missing something, Rose? Am I missing half of your question there, Rose? Let me scroll up. I have a buffer wheel for my woodworking, but I'm not sure I get the question. Do I have a rock blanket? Not sure what that is. Oh, on the saw, yeah, you can easily burn out the blades. Yes, you can. That's why you have to make sure that it stays wet. I'm trying to clean off my keyboard here, guys. Yeah. My ex has a grinding wheel. Oh, I have a grinding wheel. I have a buffer wheel for polishing, and I have a variable speed 2-head grinding wheel, 8-inch grinding wheel. So yes, I have those, but you don't want to use a grinding wheel on this. I don't have the if you want to make something like cabochons, then you need a 6-head system that has 6 different types of wheels on it, ending with a cotton wheel with compound polish in it. But I'm not there yet. I'm just playing with this. How many more days? Today is the 7th. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 more days. Jewelry buffer, yeah. Yeah, I have a 6-inch grinding wheel that I use for buffing. That has my wood polishing wheels on it. But anyway, so I think that this is a good enough start for my first piece. And it's a nice little heart. It's free form. So I'm going to put the water aside and try and dry the area off. And I will put these rocks away, unless you want to see me grind more. I mean, I can grind more. There was another one here that kind of looked like a heart. Where did that go? Where did that go? Here's one. That kind of looks like a heart. You can count with both hands. All right, so here's another one, and this one looks like a more symmetrical heart. So let's see. In other words, we're thinking of a less aggressive cutting option for the little bump. This is the least aggressive because you are controlling the speed with the foot pedal, number 1. Number 2, you are deciding how much pressure you're applying. I am not applying pressure to these stones. I'm basically letting the diamond tool do its work. Oh dear, Heather wants to play with this now too. Well, you can, dear. I mean, it doesn't take much. I bet you if you look hard enough in some long lost forgotten corner of your attic or garage, you will find a Dremel. And if not, you can go to Harbor Freight and get yourself a rotary tool. I'm going to start selling the pieces that I make, Donna. I'm waiting for my son to get some time to allow me, to help me get my website set up. So once we get the website set up, then I can start selling my stuff. I'm going to zoom in on this one because it's a wee bit tinier. Wrong way, dum-dum. And I apologize, the water's dirty. But, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, this looks like a heart and it's got some paint scraps on it. Okay. And I'm seeing the divot right here. Oh, good night, Cranky Crafter. A single wide trailer. Oh, that's a shame. Oh yeah, I could pick up my wood burning again. I do freeform wood turning. And I usually turn green wood, which means it's soaking wet. And I get soaked when I do it. I have a beautiful lathe that my father bought me down in my garage. It's from New Zealand. It's called a Stubby. And yeah, I could do some more wood turning and some wood burning. I mean, I could show you some of my pieces if you're interested. They are going to be on the screen though, because I don't have any here, but let's see. Let me go to my page. Okay, Linda, thank you. There's Moo. Albums. Don't I have any albums here? Oh, here we go. Someone else did engraving and it made your ears bleed. Yeah. Okay, so let's start here. This is, let's see if I can't make this screen a wee bit bigger. Hang on, guys. Hang on, I have to get to the corner. All right. Okay, so this is a piece of cherry. It's very small. And it has bark inclusions in it. And this is a piece of maple burl. Let me find the chat. And then this was while it was still downstairs in my shop. This is a piece that I made my son for his 30th birthday. That is a piece of cherry burl that I made as a retirement gift for somebody. That was the bottom, and that was wood burned in. This is a piece of box elder. There it is there. That was another retirement gift. Truffle, yeah, that was the name I was using. Trufful. There is another cherry burl piece. This was the cherry burl piece on my lathe. And these were in process shots. Yes, I did carve them from a single piece of wood. Yep. This is an ornament that I actually still own. The center is apple. We were at a farm stand and they were selling apple branches for Thanksgiving, so you could burn them in your fireplace and it would smell really good. And something told me to buy the box, so I bought the box, and inside was this. And this is a globe, and it has some copper inlay. And the finial on this end and on the other end is made out of pink ivory. It's wood, and it gets needle sharp, and I pierced my hand on it. This point here is sharper than a needle. I mean, it goes right in. This is a birch bowl, and that was from my Wobbles series, because it wobbles like a weeble. That's the other side, that's the inside, and that's the bottom. This is another ornament that I sold. This one won an award. That's dogwood and blackwood. And this is more box elder. More box elder. It's a goblet. This is dogwood and turquoise inlay. This piece also sold. When I turned this piece, guys, it was round. And it went oval because it was wet. And when wood dries, it moves. Okay, that's another piece of dogwood. This is another bowl. And it has a jewel in the bottom. And then this was a combo piece. It was a piece of dogwood and a piece of walnut. This is maple with a blackwood collar. This is mulberry. Wobbles, yeah. Do I do sculpture shows? No, I don't. I don't do any chainsaw carving. I'd like to, but I don't. This is another piece of mulberry. Another piece of mulberry. This is mulberry, and it was pierced and carved. That's the bottom. The bottom was carved. And there's the side of it. Those are mulberry leaves that I carved and pierced in there. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Serena. That's sad. This piece has won many awards. It's a maple platter made out of maple burl. And this has traveled all over the place. And it's been featured in magazines and wood turning websites. I am very creative, Janet. I really am. It gives me my outlet. I have tons of pieces. They're all right now down in North Carolina. I think I might have that apple. No, I don't. I thought I might have had the apple ornament here, but I don't. That's down in North Carolina. This is made out of pink ivory. It's all one piece. Do I show the bowls? Not at sculpture shows. I've done it at woodworking shows. Hello, Crazy Horse. Oh, thanks, Crazy. This is a piece. This was, oh boy, it's an African. Oh, I can't remember the name, but it was some kind of burl from Africa. This is rhododendron and maple. This was made out of yew, and I did the piercing with a dental tool along the border. And this has a big, an antique German glass button in there. Again, this is the apple ornament again. You can see how sharp the point is there. Art is healing. It really is. This one was satin wood and zebra wood. This is a business card holder. That was my company name, Truffles. And I actually did this with my son. You know, he was saying, "Oh, you should try and make a piece of wood that looks like a coffee bean." And he had given me some walnut, so I made these business card holders. Yeah, zebra wood's nice. This is zebra wood, and this is holly. Not sure what that is. Random wood piece. This is another piece of mulberry, and I did some wood burning on it. This is satin wood and paddock. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kiki. Yeah, I think you mentioned that your dad died on New Year's Eve. Let's see what else. This is an extremely tiny little bowl. This is made out of rhododendron, and it is probably maybe 2 inches tall. This is a urchin shell, and I can't remember what the other wood is. Just some random wood I had. This is mulberry again, and I pierced the shell. This is a tiny piece of yew, and it was turned to about 2 millimeter in thickness, and you can see the light shining through it. This is a piece of yew, and it is about 1 millimeter thick. Yep, that's yew. It's really, really, really thin. This was a mock-up of something I was trying to make. This is a piece of maple burl, and it was rectangular. So I turned it round anyway, and I ended up with this big flat side here. So I drilled through it, and then I hollowed it out, and I hung a crystal in it. Oh, and that's another picture of my son's bowl. This is another piece made with maple and dyed orange. It has a bark inclusion. And oh, this was a project I did out of somebody had to have a 200-year-old maple tree cut down because it was getting hollow. It's basically rotted out. It was going to crush their house. So rather than just cut it down and ship it, they cut it up and they cut it into a bunch of little pieces, and they shipped it to artists all over the world to make pieces of wood art out of it. So I got 3 pieces. The orange one was one of the pieces. This was another piece. This one is extremely thin. I mean, paper thin. Paper thin, and it's got voids in it. And you can see how thin it is. It's like 1 millimeter. And that was when I was making it. And you can see it's almost translucent. That's my maple platter again. And this was the other piece from that series. So, oh, that's a mulberry piece. This one is white oak. I carved this one a lot, and then I put a stone in it. This one I carved down. This is a piece of mulberry. There's my son's bowl. These are peridot, and they are set in quickset gold settings. And then I drilled holes all around it, and I mounted the holes with resin. Mounted the stones with settings with resin. This was the first piece that I did after my 3rd spinal surgery. This is the first piece of wood that I picked up. It was a very old block of wood that I bought from some show somewhere, and I grabbed it and started working on it, and I said, okay, this is going to be for my son. So let's see. There you go. There's a close-up. And there's the bottom. There it is. This was carved and burned into the wood. It's an like an Irish Celtic braid. Okay, and that's another piece I was working on. I think we're... Oh, this piece is amazing. This is a piece of walnut that my son got me. And this is a piece of yew. There's another piece of yew. Yew is very, very colorful. It's like concrete when it's dry. Another piece of maple. Just random bits of wood. But anyway, so, you know, that's basically it, guys. I had all my work on display. Let's see. I will show you this. Where is it? Is it this one? I made this bowl for my boss when he retired. He was the best man at our wedding. And this is another piece of the walnut that my son gave me. And my boss never got his first retirement check. He died. So, again, that's another piece of cherry burl. That's another piece. I'm trying to find, I saw some, where'd it go? Where is, here it is. This is a walnut bowl that is just, it's absolutely mind-blowing. No, wrong way. The chatoyance in it is amazing. It's all like fiddleback and quilted, and see that? I mean, that just explodes when you look at it in the light. So, yeah, this is highly figured walnut. This is an amazing find. And I actually turned this on Ustream when I did it. So I used to stream on Ustream. But anyway, so there you go, guys. That's some of my work. Don't think there's anything else all that interesting. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, thanks, Serena. All right, so let me go back to what we were doing here. We're doing rocks. So let's get back to it and let's make this little thing a heart. We're getting there. I just did a little divot here. And now I will smooth that out. And when I get done with this, I'll try and do some wire wrapping and see if we can't make something out of it. Try to hold these little tiny things in here. Come here. There we go. Okay, it's just about there. Oh, Tracy, you have to get your mojo back. We have to get you your mojo back. Go over my Painty Papers videos on my playlist and start slapping some paper or slapping some paint on some paper. As soon as I'm retired, maybe we could do a, you know, like a Google Hangout, and work, yes, and work through breaking that block. That might be a fun day. Well, that didn't take very long, did it, guys? That looks like a cute little heart. I'm not seeing any bumps that I don't like. Oh, you certainly can, Janet. Yes, Janet asked whether or not you can do an acrylic pour over large rocks. You most certainly can. That can be lots of fun. And I did get some bigger stones, and I am going to start playing with them. Right, you could do, yes, you can actually carve a bigger stone and then do an acrylic pour over it. But for this one, like I said, this one I thought I would make a pendant out of it. And the same thing with this one, because it's just so cute and tiny. So, but yeah, you could certainly do that. I'm not sure if I have any rocks I want to make into a rock, into a heart. The larger ones, so, you know, but we'll definitely look at it. Don't feel sorry if you're well, actually, no, correction. You have every right to feel sorry for yourself, Tracy, but we need to get your mojo back. So after I'm done in the office, we can get together and do some like Google Hangouts and try and work through that. Okay? Just get some paper and some paint and we'll start slapping it around. I mean, I've been having some problems, you know, with my mojo recently. And I've been like in a rut doing the same thing. That's why I just said I'm not doing acrylic pouring tonight. I have a living room filled with paintings and I need to start selling them because I have no more room. So this is a cute little heart. I'm happy with it. It doesn't have to be, you know, a pointy bottom. So I am actually going to zoom out a wee bit and I'm going to backtrack and go get rid of this water. And I guess we'll call this a quick intermission. Okay, and I'm going to go get some wire. And let me turn this off. There. Okay, that's off. And I will be right back, guys. Let me give you something. I'll let you look at the chicken wall while I'm gone. Okay, and I'll be right back. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Sanjay found a few pieces of woodwork that he wanted me to show you. Okay. Okay. So this is a piece I did. This is a piece of camphor and a piece of walnut. And it has a peridot set in a gold setting in the lid. And this is a Banksia pod. So it's just a little silly little bowl. This is a segmented piece that I did. So there's that. Here, Sanjay, take these. Oh, and he loves these things. I don't know why. This is just a mushroom that I turned out of a branch. I have fun doing them, so they're kind of like very cathartic. Here, Sanjay, take that. Okay. So the other things that I got were some wire, and I got this wire from China. China. And this is craft wire. It is dead soft. It is 20 gauge, and it's 150 feet each roll. And this is some 20 gauge that I got. This is called German silver. No, it's not inlaid, Serena. Each different color piece is a different piece of wood. It's all geometric. You stack it. Oh, the chicken wall, yeah, behind me, yeah. You stack the pieces, and you have to have an extremely precise table saw in order to cut the little pieces at the exact angles. And it's a very time-consuming process. That's not something I'd want to repeat. It's too rigid for me. I like freeform stuff. So, but this is German silver, which is only like 10% silver. But it's not supposed to tarnish. And again, this is 24 gauge copper core wire. It is basically copper, but it has a finish on it that won't tarnish. Do I carve wood? I have, but I have trouble trying to visualize 3D. So I always seem to screw it up. My brother could do carving. I have not been successful at carving yet. Freeform stuff, yeah, no problem. But nothing, you know, if you asked me to carve a horse head, no, I couldn't do that. Okay. What did you miss, Rose? Oh, here, you wanted to see my chickens? Let's see if I can't. Let's see if I can. You see all the chickens behind me? Oh, those are all chickens that people sent to me. I did a chicken challenge to celebrate hitting how many? A long time ago. I did a challenge to celebrate, I think, getting 500 subbies. So we did a chicken challenge, and you know, people sent me all of these extraordinary chickens. So they're really beautiful. They're very close to my heart, and they will be one of the last things that I move down to the farm because I don't want to be without them. Okay, so I don't have any plan for this, so I don't know how successful it's going to be. I think what I will try and do is go get my box of tools. You can look at the chickens some more. There's my tools. What else do I need? have craft wire here. Maybe I'll start with that. Okay. That's copper. This is copper. So it looks like we're going with copper. What is this? Oh, that is like 26 gauge. It's so fine. That's 24 gauge. I like that better. Okay. I really don't have any design in mind. Let me get that out of the way. And let me get a few other things here. Let's see, CJ sent me this to work on. Oh, that's so cool, Lynn. You'll have to post some pictures. Oh, Janet sent me all of these loveys. Here, let me see if I can't take it down without wrecking the joint. Oh. Let's see. Oh, here we go. There we go. We have had an avalanche. Let's see. These are the ones that Janet sent me. Aren't they cute? I think they're adorable. Even the backs are adorable. Okay. Now I have to try and get these all back where they belong. This wall is ever so delicate. This fell off. Where'd it fall off of? Heavens. That is from Julie Green Macaroni, who just left. Oh, there it is. That's how I did it. Come on now. Oh, don't fall, dagnabbit. Okay. There we go. And it fell on the floor anyway. Sorry, guys. All right. Oh, I have returned. Sorry about that. Ouch. Okay. So we'll start with some 20 gauge wire. And this is just beetle on wire. It's nothing fancy. And I think we'll start with the smaller one. And I'm just going to do a rough guesstimate of how much wire I need for each. So I'm going to do about, yay, let's see how big that is. Okay. And I'm going to want a bail, so I'll say 4.5 inches and okay. Oh, see you later, Serena. 2. Go get yourself some metallics, Janet. And that's 3. Okay, let's see. Where is this getting all hung up on? There it is. That's 4 pieces, and I think 4 should be enough. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you had fun, Serena. Do come back. Hello, Jada. How are you, darling? Okay. So, I have a rough nail that I got a hang nail here, and I got to cut it off before I go any further, otherwise it's going to get caught in something. There. Okay. Gotta straighten this. Let's try this. Okay, I'm just using a nylon jawed plier to straighten out the wire. And what am I doing? I'm making it more curved. Let's try and make it straight. Okay. So, here is the dealio. We want these to stay flat and next to each other without being twisted. And I know you can't see this, and that's because I'm not done straightening it out. So let's see. Come here. Hello, Jacqueline. How are you? I am having problems playing with these little finicky bits. Me and finicky bits do not get along. Come on. Please straighten out. Let's see. All right, there. Okay. I want to do halfway. All right, so 2.5 is there. And I'm going to do some wire wrapping. Crap. Oh, good, Tina. I'm just going to hold these like that for a second. They're not even being held. I'm trying to figure out how to open this. Hang on while I be finicky. It's too fussy, yeah. I'm just trying to get this stupid cover off. Anybody that has any handy hints, let me know. Maybe I leave it on. Maybe I just pull it off and just, you know, just keep pulling. I don't know. It doesn't unspool, so I'm assuming it has to come off. There we go. Thank you. All right. Let's try and straighten this out. Okay. And I'm going to work off the spool. But what I'm going to do is try this. Hello, Tanya, my love. How are you? Good night, Donna. Put it back on after cutting. Right, so it doesn't, you know, I don't want it to free spool. I know that. All right, so I've seen this done. I've not done it. What I'm doing is I'm trying to start doing a wee bit of wire wrapping to hold this together. And you don't want your wires getting crossed. And you want it to be pinched down nice and flat. And I'm sure CJ is shaking her head right now saying, my God, woman, what the hell are you doing? Come on, just flatten out for me, please. Thank you. And Tanya's another jewelry maker, so she's also probably saying, what are you doing? Don't do that. Hi, Rose. What you doing? Come on. There. Okay. Where is that? There's that. All right, so I am just going to do a couple of wraps. Hold the wires with your clamp. Oh. Yeah, that clamp was not really holding on very tightly. Let's try it. It's not a very strong clamp, that's the problem. It is a Harbor Freight special or a Dollar Tree special, one of those two. And see, I don't want it to bunch up. Oh, good night, Jane. You want it to stay nice and flat, and you can't see what the hell I'm doing, so I'll zoom in. And that's going to be a wee bit too much. So this is where we are right now. I'm trying to get a nice little wrap of a few, just a few wraps. I don't know how many, maybe 10 or so. Okay, and the one thing that I'm trying to do is make sure that the wire stays flat. So every time I do a few, I use my flat nose pliers and just try to flatten it down. Okay. Hemostats, yes, darling, don't have any. Okay. Because we don't want this to be a round wrap. We want it to be a flat wrap. Okay. And that is 6. That's 7. 8. 9. 1 more. 10. Okay. And let's flatten it down again. And now I am going to find my flush cutters, and I'm going to nip it down pretty low, and just give that a good little mash down. Okay, and now I'm going to do 10 wraps going that way off the spool. And I keep checking the I keep checking the chat room to see if any of the jewelry makers out there are going, oh my god, what is she doing? Okay, so that's 1, 2, mush it down, flatten it because it's starting to get bunched up. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And now I'm going to cut that off like I did again, like I did earlier. And mash down the end. Okay. So now that's kept it nice and nice and flat. And that will be, and I can still move it if I need to. And I do need to because it's not exactly centered. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to bend that one, you know, kind of like at a 90-degree angle for the base of the heart. But it's going to be slightly rounded because this heart is rounded. So let me just make sure this is in the center. Actually, it is, so that's pretty good. And this one is short, so I want to move that up. I'm just trying to finagle I'm finagling my bits here, people, because I didn't cut them all exactly the same length. There. Now this is the short one. Was it short on that end too? No. Okay, there we go. Splatter, yes, there you go. Did it turn out halfway okay, CJ? Because you're the jewelry expert. Okay. And I don't want to work the wire too awful much because I'm hardening it as I'm working it. I'm just trying to make sure that they don't get tangled up. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle nose. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Where are those round ones? Where did they go? I guess I could use these. I'm just going to gently start to curve it. I don't want to be too aggressive because I don't want it to be pinched. And I want it to fit the base of the heart. Can you see what I'm doing? I got YouTube notifications popping up all over the place. There we go. All right, so you can see what I'm doing. And there is a shadow and I can't do anything about it. Bend on the stone. Okay. Very good idea. Okay, so there. Stay put. Okay. Now, and the reason that I have 4 of them on here is you want as many wires as it takes to be the thickness of your stone. You can see it's basically the same thickness as the stone. That's what you need to make sure of, so that you suck at working with wire. Yeah, I'm just learning. So this way you can move the top wire and the bottom wire to pinch and make a little design to hold the stone in place. Well, yeah, wire can be challenging, and I'm a klutz when it comes to finicky bits, so it is a wee bit of a challenge for me. Like I said, I'm learning. But, you know, if you can see me struggling with it and everything, and it turns out okay, then, well, you can do it. You know, if I can do it, you people can certainly do it. That's for sure. use a small piece of tape to hold the wire to the stone. That's a good idea. I have tape. What I'm doing right now, though, is I'm just trying to see how to go about doing this. Let's see if I can't separate out. All right, that's the back. So I'm going to bend that a wee bit. I'm going to bend this a wee bit. And these are the two that are going to end up going all the way around. And they may need to be wire wrapped. Yeah, I've lost a lot of the gripping power. I mean, when I used to do the wood turning, you have a chunk of tree that's rotating at 3,000 RPMs, and it's rotating toward you, and you're working with extremely sharp tools. And I work with wet wood and what you might term slightly urban wood, meaning you don't know the origin of the piece. And I have had a piece that's had a fault in it and had it decide to self-destruct on the lathe. And I've had many friends who have been seriously injured. I mean, life-threatening injuries. But I used to have a much stronger grip, and now I don't. And I also have arthritis in my thumbs, so that hasn't been all that fun. All right, so now I have a basic idea of what's going to happen. These middle ones, I believe, are going to have to be wire wrapped a wee bit. So I will tape it to the stone. Yeah, I do need to do exercises with my hands. I need those, like those hand grippies. Well, I'm trying not to get in trouble with the YouTube police, so yeah, I'm trying not to curse. I'll tell you right now, I'm the first one to just, drop the F-bomb. This is not exactly a smooth, straight curve, is it? It certainly fits well. Yeah, I don't think I've got any carpal tunnel, which is surprising because, I'm a programmer and I sit at a computer all day. Let's see. I hope this will hold. Wrap 4 times around each side of the wire toward the round part of the heart. Wrap 4 times around each side of the wire toward the round part of the heart. Okay, so up. Yeah, this tape is not working. All right, so uncross these stupid wires. Wrap these up here. These 2 wires, the middle 2 wires. Oh, you can't use, Nancy, you can't use, what do you call it? A battery operated one. I would return that. Go to Harbor Freight and get yourself an electric one. You don't want the battery powered and cordless powered don't have enough oomph. All right, so I am going to wrap around here. Wrap 4 times around each side of the wire toward the round part of the heart. Like you did the bottom. Okay, not a problem. I'm going to straighten these out. And they are crossed. So I'm going to try and uncross them. There. Okay. I'm just going to wrap the center wires here. And I'm going to start about midway up the stone. If I can hold on to it. Like I did at the bottom. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start it up here, and I'm just going to slide it down when I get a chance, because this is like not working. Let me straighten this up. Okay, there. It will help with the curve? Okay, good. I'm going to flatten it a wee bit. Okay. And I think I'll go a little bit more. All right, there. I did 8 wraps. And they look good. Okay. Dadums is doing something domestic, and the kitchen is smelling mighty good. All right, let's nip that off, and we'll wrap it in the bag. What is it?
Try it.
Okay, just a minute.
This yogurt is sour.
It's good. Yeah, I'll take it if you don't want it. Come on now. Fold over. Not there, dum-dum. I need that visor on. Hi, Rosie Pose. What you doing? Oh, I'm such a klutz, people. There. Boy, oh boy. There. All right. Okay. Flatten that a little bit more. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, now I'll do that over here. All I can see is about a dozen wires staring me in the face. Those are the ones in the middle, yes. Come on. Boy, I'm a klutz. Okay. Here we go. Let's do this, people. Is the chat frozen? Try refreshing. Oh, wrap it up here. Okay, that works. Oh, good night, Jada. Then use the other 4 to make a design with. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. If I can get this wire to cooperate. It's twisting in my hands. 3, 4, and I want to flatten it out before it goes all around on me. Five, 6, 7, and 8. Flatten it out. All right, I did 8 over there. Yeah. And okay. Hi, Jillian. How are you? Okay. Now these also need to curve. That needs to go down a smidge. There we go. This is very finicky. Okay. I am just trying to get this to bend around here, guys. And it's not exactly working. Hello, Sherry. How are you? I'm being a fusspot tonight. Having problems making things work. They make it look so easy on the YouTubes. Okay, that is holding the back, sort of. And I'm cheating, guys. I have tape on here holding things together. Let's see if we can't. Ignore the outer wires. Mold the inner wires and wrap inner wrapped ones to the center of the heart. Got it. Okay. All right, so let's ignore these. Let's get them out of the way. Really. And get it out of the way. All right, so.
Oh, you didn't eat it.
Sanjay, I'm hurrying. I'm busy. Here, Rose, have your share. I don't know what this is, but it's good.
This is sort of savory crap.
Somebody made Dadams made me a snack. Make each look like an L. Sherry, are you in the US? Have you tried like Hot Pads or Zillow or make each look like an L? What? Pinch this down into the corner? I'm waiting for CJ to coax me, coach me along here. I have this wrapped pretty nicely around the sides of the heart. So now I'm supposed to pinch it down and make it look like an L. I actually do. Oh, in Canada. Well, you might want to still try Zillow or Hot Pads because they list lots of places. And let me tell you, I used all of the online services to find my farm. And that's exactly how I found it. I found it online. And I watched it for 9 months while the prices dropped. And then we were in the area and I said to the real estate agent, I said, hey, could you humor us and let us go see what that kind of money would buy? And we pulled in the driveway and that was the end of it. All right, go on, Rose. I'm done here. Okay. So now these are all interlaced. Take one side. Yes, I'm trying to, darling. There. Come on. Make a nice sharp turn for me, please. Yeah, Hot Pads does rentals. And yeah, so does Zillow. All right, that is in there. Shirley, how are you, darling? I don't know why these are so twisted, but they are. There. And now, do the same thing over here. A hell of a trip. I bet it has. Well, I hope the weather's been good for you, and I hope your trip was fun. And you got to spend time with friends and family. I can tell you, we've missed you around here. All right, and now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let's see. Okay. Come on, you little bugger. Yep, now I got to wrap those 4 suckers together, yes. Oh, and one of them popped out of the plier. Dagnabbit rabbit. There we go. Let's do this. There's too many little wires. Let go of me, Dagnabbit. All right. I will do this, people. I will. There. All right. Now. Hang on.
You didn't make a groove in it, right?
I did make a groove in it, Sanjay. Just stop backseat driving, okay? Oh, God, people, I tell you. Oh, it still looks like a mess, darling. I'm getting very frustrated here. It's not as tight as it needs to be, so I have to tighten it up. And these stupid wires are not wanting to lay flat. Well, thanks, Rachel. I am playing with river stones. These are stones that I have found in the creek on my farm. What happened? What happened? What happened? I'm trying to catch up here on the chat. Okay. So yeah, these wires are not wanting to lay flat. And there we go. They need to be coerced. And this part here needs there. Okay. That's slightly better. Now let's do the other side. I really need to wear that visor. All right, let's just do this, please. Oh, bye, Rose. Go get something to eat. I know what I have to do, I just don't know how to do it. And now, oh, thank you. Now that all this wire is nice and hard, and I think I'm going to have to wrap. Let's see. If I don't think twisting them would be a good idea. But somehow they have to lay flat together. Because they ain't laying flat now. Now, how do I get these things to lay flat? So I can wire wrap them. I'm determined to make this work. Man, these are all tangled up. And I have to flatten them out if I'm going to wire wrap them. And I think by now CJ has given up and she's gone outside to freeze to death in the ice cold. Because she can't watch it anymore. And I just don't have... I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Make the wires straight. There. A female doggy for Mr. Smithers? Yeah, I'll work on that. I only have 9 more days of employment. That has to go out like that. Wrap with your extra wire. So should I wrap with the 20 gauge that I'm going around the heart with? I could use 2 of them, 1 from each side. Like I did the bottom? Okay. Let's try that. I just hope that it's nice and tight in there. And that it will... Thing is, I want to make a bail out of this too. And that has to go backwards. So I think it has to be 2 by 2, not 4 flat. So I'm going to take this one from that side over here, and that one like that. There, now they're crossed. And they have to be flattened because they ain't flat. Where's this one? Let's try that one. There. It's a wee bit flatter. All right, let's straighten that out now. Okay. Worry about that after you wrap. Oh, the bail? Okay. It's still really loose. I still have to do the front and back wires. Okay, Tanya, thanks for being here, though. All right. Come on, bend. Shoot. Just 4 reps, then cut. Oh. Just 4 reps, then cut. 1, and we will weave with the other. Oh, okay, well. Okay, let me cut this one off. This is the back anyway, so. I can unwrap it if I have to. Okay. Oh, thanks, Julie. Oh, this has been quite a mess here. All right, so you said to only wrap it 4 times, but I did more. So I can unwrap it because I really do want to try and cram this down. I'll unwrap it. Just 4 wraps, she says. It's a good thing I got a lot of this stuff. Hi, Sean. All right, that's about 6 wraps. And I will cut it. Oh, for frazzle, frickin'. How the flark are ya? There. Seriously. Alright, now to try and shove this down. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't going to happen. Alright. Mr. Nightbot. Okay, let's see. You want to bite me channel, huh? Okay, hang on. Okay. It's not as tight as I want, that's for sure. In fact, it's really loose. But for whatever reason, I just cannot really cinch this down. So it's a learning experience, I guess. That's okay. Smooth with your pliers. Okay. All right. Well, this is the back, and I have these wires bent like this to kind of secure the back. And then I'm not exactly sure what to do with them. But the front is going to be basically the same thing. There's going to be these are going to bend in. Let me take this tape off and watch the stone fall out. Okay. You wish the chat had a stop button. Yeah, me too. So I think what I'll do is I will join these two in the middle. And wrap them. Because this thing is going to rattle around otherwise. Yeah, this whole frame is way too big. It's stretched on me. Now bend the other 4 wires. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. These are crossed. And I think over your round pliers. Oh, you mean the bail. Yeah, I'll get to the bail in a minute. Because I want to be able to wrap these around. But I do want to twist them once or twice. You know, I don't want to just have this little cross here. I'd like to actually twist them. Just to give it a little something something here. And let's see if I can't. You have no patience. Yeah, I know. I don't have any patience either, but I'm trying to learn. So those two will end up being some kind of decorative spiral of some sort. Oh, you're going to be wrapping over it. Okay, all right. So you want me to make the bail now? I have the bail tool. Don't know where it went. Hi, Rose. Here it is. Well, it's not really a bail tool, but it'll work, I guess. I'll just use my round nose. Okay. And I don't have. Finicky stuff. Take two and wrap one around the top. From these 4 on the top, Constance, CJ? Hello, Azure Muse. I am arguing with rocks and wire. And the rocks and wire are winning. All right, so let me bend out this long one. Take two. All right, I'll take the two long ones. You're destroying your diet. Oh dear, that's not good. I am frustrating everybody here. Sorry, guys. I am no expert. That's a bale. And now I'm going to bend that up. I got the idea. Okay. Well, let's see if I can't get it back in here. No, that's the wrong side. That goes like this. Yes, that's the way it was. Okay, so now let me just cross these over here and get them out of my way. Yeah, me too, Shirley. Yeah, all right. So now we're going to try and wrap this around. Yeah, not going to happen. Nope. Not happening. So much for dead soft wire, right? Larger. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have the wire. I took the longest pieces that I had off the bale wire. And unfortunately, it's not that long. And it's not going to reach. I'm doing great, yeah. This is a learning experience for all of us. This is an example of what not to do. Flabbergast, yeah, that's the word I was thinking. Because I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, I know, CJ, I know. No. You mean take one of these longer wires? If that's the case, I'll happily do it. Yes. I'll undo this. Continue wrapping your. Hang on, CJ. I'm going to make you a moderator so you don't get slow mode. All right, so now you are now a moderator and you should be able to type free will with no impediments. What are you looking?
I'm just watching you do it.
You're just watching me screw things up.
No, just do it.
Continue wrapping your. Continue bending your bale, then wrap with the outer wires. Okay. Well, I have to get rid of that one piece. And I'm going to bend it back and cut it because it's so hard now I can't do anything with it. So we're just going to nip it off and act like it's not there. Or not. All right. So, you want me to continue wrapping the bell? That's not going to happen. I've bent the bell as much as I can. Oh, Julie came back. How you doing? Hi, Yvette. Okay, use my outer wires. All right, so I'm going to use these wires here. And get out of my face. Okay. Bend that down a wee bit. That is as far as that's going. Okay. And am I doing the same thing with the other piece? I might be able to cinch it down a wee bit more if I do that. Oh, thanks, Yvette. This is basically an example of what not to do. I'm hurrying, Sanjay. Okay, make your designs to hold up the middle like I did on the front. I mean on the back, okay. Because that's actually the back. So, okay, that's one. Take just one wire to wrap around your bail. One of the front wires. One of the front wires. Which one? Well, here we go. Wrap just 2 times. Okie doke. Here we go. This is getting mighty thick up here. There's like no hole left in the bail. Don't see how I can possibly wrap that twice. Okay, let's do this. Okay, it's been wrapped twice. Well, twice, sort of. Okay. And now this one's going to have to go over the back somewhere. And I guess get wrapped with something else, huh? Okay, cut off that wire. Okay. Let me cut it off so I have enough of a tail to tuck it under. Where'd it go now? There it is. Oh, she said now cut off that wire, and then she said no. Oh, well. No, too late. Take the end of your bail wires and bend them up. Yeah. Flatten. Take the end of your bail wires and bend up. Okay, they're bent up. Now the other two. I only have these three left. All right, so they've been bent up. Now what? And flatten. Where am I flattening? Out like that? My bell is no longer round. Like I said, guys, this is an exercise of what not to do. Don't do what I'm doing. I don't know where to flatten them, CJ. Exactly. We all have to learn. You know, I've seen so many YouTube videos doing this. But when you are doing it yourself, it's much more difficult. Take your extra wires one at a time and underneath you 4 wires on the side. That makes no. Take your extra wire one at a time. Okay, and curl them under. Melissa, read my previous. Okay, I'm scrolling back up to Andrea. Andrea, where are you? Wow, come on. Yeah. Andrea, where are you? Yvette, Rose. I'm way up. I'm all the way back up to 9:53 and I'm not seeing a message from Andrea. Okay, curly designs. Well, there's not that much space here. And I don't think I've got enough for a curly design. This one I could probably do a small spiral with. Andrea, you'll have to post your message again because I did not see it. Well, it's a curly Q. It's not really a spiral because there's not enough. And I'll just bend it over. And this, I'm just going to bend over. Come on. Here. Where were those stupid chain-os? There they are. Like 10 up past it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't see it, Andrea. Yvette, Rose, Constant, Yvette, Nightbot, Constant, Shirley, Nightbot, Constance, Nightbot, Green, Rose, Azure, Constance. Like 10 up. I don't see it. Someone give me a beer. Exactly. I don't see it, darling. I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, Paul. At least I'm not alone. I thought I was going crazy. Okay, I said it looks pretty, but I know you will redo it when we're asleep and it will be perfect. Okay. Yeah, I might. I might. I just might. All right, so I've made some sort of, curly cues. They look pretty bad, but oh well. Hello, Karen. How are you? So that is the back. As ugly and misshapen as it is. And this is the front, and I still have this piece here left over to do something with, and I think I'm going to make a curly cue out of both of these. Maybe this one I'm going to wrap around here and do a spiral, and this one I'll just leave it over here. And okay, for some reason the screen is way behind our convo. There is a delay in your convo and the video, so I'm not exactly sure how to fix that. I think I want to make this a little bit more curvy. Let's see. Try and make it even. There. Okay. So now, do I have enough? You're feeling blah? Aw. Oh, you have a stomach flu. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. No, the chat is not being very helpful today. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah. I am going to try and maybe wrap this. Okay, all right. Okay. So tonight was basically a failure other than the grinding part. The grinding part turned out really, really good. So for those that are just coming in, I will rehash what we did. I used a flex shaft grinder and a pot of water and a diamond bit to grind my rocks into pleasing shapes. Okay. And then I did this second tiny one and I said, okay, well, I will start to wrap that. So basically these rocks are from my my creek at my farm, and they carve very, very well because they fall apart. You can't put them in a tumbler. Pepto Bishop. You mean Pepto Bismol? Autocorrect. So yeah, this is, just been one disaster after another, and I think maybe 20 gauge is a bit much for this. I think I have some smaller stuff I could try. But anyway, so this was the plan. I was going to wire wrap this, and I did some, wrapping in the bottom and some wrapping on the sides. And CJ was trying desperately to help me and talk me through it. But the chat is not cooperating with us tonight. So eventually I will probably cut this all off and do it again. And if I do, I will show it to you. But the key things to remember is if you're going to use a Dremel or a flex shaft like I have here, you want to use a diamond bit, and you never use a diamond bit on stone out in the air. Okay, first of all, you'll destroy your bit instantly, and you should never inhale rock dust. Okay, because it can really destroy your lungs. So you use water. You put this in a little pan of water, and you don't submerge the whole tool in there. You just work on it like this. You don't force the tool either. You let the bit do the work. And if it's a soft stone, it happens very, very quickly. Okay, so that's the types of things you can do for these soft stones that cannot be put in a tumbler and made shiny. So again, I will finish this, or I will take it apart and I'll do it again so it looks nice, and that will be that'll basically be our little project for the night. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll off camera I will work on this and I'll practice, and I'll complete it on Tuesday, and if I like it I'll give it away as the drawing. Okay, if not, maybe I'll do some what do you call it? Is there anything that can be brushed on the stone to make it shiny? Well, it already is kind of shiny, but you could, I mean, when the light catches it, you see the glitter, but you can certainly coat this with fingernail polish. You could coat it with some, what do you call it? What is this stuff? Glossy accents. You could put that on there. You could put some resin on it. So yeah, you could do all sorts of things. The problem with the resin is that you know, you're going to put, how are you going to put the resin on there? Hi Tanya, we're just finishing up. Okay, so I apologize for the less than professional show we had tonight, but I'm learning. Okay, and if you can learn anything by watching me make mistakes, then you'll be better off for it. Okay, guys. So on that note, I actually have to go to work tomorrow. Boo-hoo. Boy, does that suck. But only 9 days are left, guys, and then things will start ramping up in the group. We will start doing more things, and so yeah, so please do subscribe if you haven't already. Please like the video. Please leave a kind comment down below, and please do join the Facebook group. That information is in the description box down below. And I want to wish you all a wonderful night, a wonderful day, a wonderful Monday or Tuesday, wherever you may be. Well, I love you too, Shirley. And on that note, I love you all very, very much. I appreciate ever so much you're supporting my channel, you joining my group, you hanging out with me 3 nights a week. I really do appreciate it, and I love you all. You're all fabulously crafty, and yeah, so I will see you again. I will see you on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. All right, guys? So you all have a great night, and I'll talk to you all soon. Hi, everyone. It's Melissa from 70 Acre Studio. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd be grateful if you'd please give me a thumbs up and a kind comment down below. Please share my channel with your friends and on your social media, and please subscribe. When you subscribe, please click the alarm bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Thanks for helping grow my channel. So long now.